So many of us meet different people with so many different personalities and with so many different needs. Many people are kind, they're loving, and they give to others without a second thought. And then you have those who are the takers, those who just are selfish, and they don't even realize they're this way, which causes the person that's dealing with them a little stress. So if you or anyone you know is surrounded by selfish people, then please stay with me. Hello, my name is Belynder and I'm the founder of Serene Lifestyles, which is an online psychotherapy practice. Please see the link below to connect. Now, selfishness is interpreted where a person just cares exclusively for themselves, and these types of characters do not take others into consideration. They totally disregard almost completely the needs of others. So here are a few tips on how to deal with selfish characters. Tip number 1, establish boundaries. A selfish person will keep on taking no matter how many times you point out what you desire from the friendship or whatever the relationship might be equally. So it's important to underline your limits and establish those boundaries from the get-go. Take care of yourself by having that self-respect, having that self-value, so that the other person understands that they cannot continue to exploit you or use you in any way whatsoever. Exhibit your strength by learning to say no and saying when enough is enough, because ungrateful, selfish people try to take advantage of your kindness, and for them this is a sign of weakness. Let them know you're not weak. And tip number 2, communication. Now, communication is important in everything that we do, especially when we have these relationships, and communication with other people is so important. And if and where possible, talking is so important, and it's important to let the other person know how they have made you feel uncomfortable, and if it's also important to let them know how they've been acting around you, how they've been speaking to you, and how this makes you feel. And you should have, if you've got that person in your life, you should be able to talk to them, because it's important to speak with someone close. And if they have been behaving out of character, or they've been behaving in a certain manner that you don't want to put up with, then you've got to use that assertiveness without blaming them or dwelling on events in the past or making those comparisons, but simply letting them know in a firm and fair manner that you would prefer some appreciation and value, and then observe. And if it's not reciprocated, rethink your approach to them and go back to tip number 1. What are your limits? Keep in mind that selfish people act selfishly if you allow them to get away with it. And tip number 3, making assumptions. Now, making assumptions about a certain reaction that a person would give is not reasonable, and really this can be extremely misleading, and mostly because at times this can be mistaken. So before assuming that somebody is going to behave selfishly, as that is what you have been told by someone else, or that's what you've experienced yourself in the past, first understand what it is that is selfish behavior and whether that is a part of the person's characteristic. If they are taking care of themselves and using time where they want to take care of themselves, then this is not them being selfish. So know and understand how much the other person self-indulges and how much they give back. And of course, too much self-indulgence can be damaging in any relationship. So just understand what it is about their characteristic and don't misunderstand their behavior. As mentioned, if this is a part of the selfish person's character, and that is all you have known of the person, then the question is to you: how much are you willing to put up with and give? So these are just a few tips to help you deal with selfish people. Please feel free to talk, or if you need any other professional advice, please click the link below to connect. I hope this video has been helpful, and remember, change your mindset and it will change your life. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care of your thinking patterns.